Welcome back to the season 5 finale of Bootleg Masterchef Junior with our contestants, Anjali and Amira. Remember now, you're going to have 1 hour to make a special dish with our secret ingredient. Lemons. You have 1 hour to create your dish, and your time starts now.
So the first issue that we ran into was that since we're moving, our unlimited pantry was actually very limited, as in I pretty much was really struggling to find any of the ingredients that I needed. So that meant that I had to get creative and start thinking very small and minimalist with my recipe.
So when Chef Bob announces that the mystery ingredient is lemons, I'm immediately thinking, I want to do something out there. I want to do something risky. So I'm going to do something that's savory, commonly savory, using the lemon, because people always assume lemon, sugar, some sort of like baking dish. But I just know that Chef Anjali is going to try to do something like that. So I hope they do try some sort of baking with lemon, and I hope that they fail.
So as soon as Chef Bob says that the secret ingredient is lemon, I'm thinking, bam, I can really blow him away if I try to do baking within this hour.
Okay, so right now I'm just working on my dough, which I'm going to be using to make a flatbread for my recipe. Yeah, it needs to rise for a while, so that's why I'm starting it first.
So now I'm just washing my lemons so that I can use the lemon zest.
So right now I'm just trying to incorporate my cold cubes of butter into my flour mixture so I can make a shortbread crust.
Shortbread is ready. I'm gonna pop it in the oven.
So right now I'm just juicing some lemons because actually 2 components of my dish are going to be using lemon. First of all, my pico de gallo, which is what I'm working on right now, and then also it's going to be used in the sauce, which I'm going to marinate my shrimp in. Shut up! So I'm feeling a bit stressed because there's some clumps of garlic powder in my dish. Garlic does not belong pico de gallo. So I decided to just rinse off all of the seasoning that I added onto it and preserve the chunks, and then I'm just going to try to re-season it and hopefully it turns out better this time.
So it's on the soft side. I'm kind of suspicious if I need to cook it more or not.
And all you
So right now I'm getting started on my lemon filling. I have lemon zest and lemon juice in here. I've just cracked in 3 eggs, and I'm gonna add in some, a little bit of vanilla extract, some sugar, and some flour, and hope for the best. This looks a little bit liquidy, but I think I'm just gonna pour it in and YOLO.
I'm gonna start making a side for my meal, which is gonna be lemonade, because I happen to know that Chef Bob loves lemonade. Finally starting on my lemon garlic sauce, which I'm gonna put my shrimp in to marinate. Yeah, I'm gonna pour it in the pan, and hopefully they get nice and golden brown. So the issue I'm having right now is that I don't think I let the shrimp defrost enough on its own.
Bruh.
And so now it's just like frozen in the center, and I'm worried. So now my shrimp is like on the stove, and I'm starting to add the rest of my ingredients like the garlic and the lemon juice. It smells kind of bad, but this is like my first time making it, so I'm just hoping that it'll come together all in the end.
So it's been 20 minutes. So it should, bro, it's like exactly how I left it 20 minutes ago. Bro, the oven stopped.
The oven wasn't even on?
Dude, but it was before when I baked the crust. Oh my god. I think we have to do another 15 minutes. So one of the issues that I ran into was that once I had prepped the baking of my shortbread on the bottom, I put my layering on top of the lemon filling that I wanted to bake for another 15 minutes and put it in the oven, thinking that everything was going smooth, everything was working out for me. And after that 15-minute timer rang, I look into the oven only to find that not only is the oven cold, but so is my dish, which has not cooked at all. So now I'm dealing with not only a liquidy batter, but on top of that, now my shortbread crust is probably absolutely mushy. I mean, my opponent is an idiot. She cooked the shrimp for like 7 minutes when you're only supposed to cook shrimp for literally 2. Oh, you're literally gonna strain it?
I'm gonna save the juice for something else, and then I'm gonna put the shrimp aside, and yeah. This videographer's son. He's filming the shrimp, and this is not Master Shrimp Junior, this is Master Chef Junior. Like, oh my god. T'es trop nul.
can't lie. I just popped 4 of Amira's shrimp and I feel so nauseous.
This far, I haven't really thought about what like extra things I was gonna add. Anyways, I haven't really thought about what things I was gonna add onto my taco as like fillings, you know? Because like in a shrimp taco, what would you usually add? So I'm just gonna add some cabbage, but I don't really know if that's gonna be a good combination. So right now I'm just cleaning off my cabbage because this is gonna be one of the things I toast. Okay, restart. This is gonna be one of the things that I'm gonna put on the stove to add. Fry? It's not fry. Okay, so right now I'm gonna take off my cabbage because this is gonna be one of the vegetables that I saute and add as a garnish on my tacos. My cabbage is a little bit salty, so I just did it perfectly. Get it? I put the cabbage on the stove and I over seasoned it. It's way too salty, so I have to make 2 more batches of cabbage and mix it in with the original batch just to disperse the salt, so that's not overly powerful. Let's hope your lemon bars aren't liquidy.
Okay, things are coming together.
Oh, that actually smells really good. I'm kind of scared.
Okay, I can work with this.
I do have to admit that looking over at Aja's lemon bars, while they are looking very hot and misshapen, they did smell really good. Like they're making the whole kitchen smell really sweet and lovely, so I am a bit nervous.
So now I'm just putting some crumble on top and I'm gonna re-pop it back into the oven to finish cooking all the way through.
And like, this is completely an experiment. So I just mixed in some mayo, some Italian dressing, and then some lemon, and I'm just gonna pray that it kind of tastes like aioli, because I've never made aioli before. Okay. So I'm mixing together my aioli, and I'm not sure it's gonna taste good. Tell me. I'm not sure it's gonna taste good. So if it doesn't taste good, I'm just gonna put it on the plate as plating. So let's try it together. It looks a bit thick. I mean, liquidy. I'm just about to check on my dough, which has been rising. Oh God, it hasn't even risen. I'm hoping that since this is a flatbread, it doesn't really matter if it's a little bit dense and a little bit flat. So I'm about to start cooking my tortillas. I'm just gonna put like a tiny bit of butter, and yeah.
Why are you not just calling it a tortilla?
Okay, my tortilla. I just opened my tortilla. I got some. So the edges of my tortilla are nice and brown, and it's all bubbled up. So let's. Oh, it's a little bit burnt, but it smells. It smells really good.
There's literally smoke in the air, girl.
Why is it not brown?
Girl, I actually cannot.
So I'm just gonna do like one of those like aesthetic plating things where they like. Okay, so I'm gonna start adding my shrimp. Nope. Okay. Wait, let me show you. Okay, so I'm gonna start by putting some of this sauce at the bottom. It's getting soggy. Okay, and then I'm gonna go and add some of the lemon shrimp. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some of the cabbage. And then to top it all off, the pico de gallo to give it like a nice tangy and like fresh taste. And then yeah, here's the taco.
You didn't even put it on the plate.
I just needed to stay in that position.
Ew, Amira. If others see that. I was very concerned the whole time that I was looking over to Amira's side of the kitchen, just because it seemed very messy and chaotic. It seemed like she had a lot going on and wasn't really sure what was going on to begin with. I was very concerned about lots of the ethics of what was going on her side of the kitchen. I questioned a lot of the ways that she was choosing to cook her foods, and honestly, I felt really bad that Chef Bob had to consume that.
Open the freezer! I'm gonna count to 5. 1, 2, 3.
Ah! Okay, I'll do it myself. Amira, you're letting out all of the cold air on purpose!
Taking forever. It hasn't set yet. My food is all cold, and I'm literally plating, and they still haven't taken anything out of it, let alone cut it, let alone plated it. You suck.
Finishing touches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Chef Amira, what have you made for me today?
Today, Chef Bob, I made for you a garlic lemon shrimp taco prepared with an Italian lemon, aioli on the side, as well as a variety of homemade garnishes and a homemade tortilla shell, accompanied with a side of sparkling homemade lemonade.
Okay.
Enjoy, Chef.
Thank you. Cleansing the palate. Just the right amount of acidity. Let's try the taco. Homemade aioli. Garlic. Okay, this is a mouthful. It's a lot of crunch, a bit of lemon, but to be honest, I can't differentiate the different flavors that I'm tasting in here. I think maybe the chef was a bit ambitious, too much sauce. Maybe she should have gone a bit lighter. Okay.
But maybe we should try a second bite.
Oh, no, thank you.
But the second bite's making all the flavors.
So when I initially went into this recipe, I was hoping to make like a really light, flavorful lemon bar. Unfortunately, because of all of my setbacks with the oven, that ended up not being the case. And by the time we got to our last minute, I had just taken my lemon bars out of the oven, which meant they were extremely hot. And as much as I tried to stick them in the freezer to preserve some of their authenticity, it just wasn't enough to cool them down. The lemon bars didn't hold their shape when I tried to put them onto the serving plate that I was going to serve to Judge Bob. So I decided that I had to change the name so he wouldn't know that I had failed at my baking dish.
Chef Angeli, what have you made for me?
This evening, Chef Bob, I have prepared for you a take on an apple crumble, but it's a decomposed lemon crumble.
Decomposed.
I made a deconstructed.
No wonder.
Deconstructed lemon crumble.
Normally a decomposed or deconstructed, as we would normally call it, crumble would have ingredients separated, so you would mix. But let's see. Let's start with the top of the crumble first. Nice and warm. Buttery and lemon. Crust is very good. Some of the compote. A bit uncertain of what that texture is. It's quite soft. Still get the taste of the lemon, the tart of the lemon. Just uncertain why it's of this texture. Chef Angeli. So, chefs, thank you. Let me start with a few comments to Chef Amira. So first, I really enjoyed the lemonade. Sparkling, sweet, tangy, very refreshing. Good common use of the lemon. When it came to the taco, I really think that the aioli took over. It kind of merged all the different flavors together. It was hard to just differentiate between shrimp, cabbage, or whatever else your ingredients were, tomato. To be honest, it did not sit well on my palate.
It was not bad.
Yeah, I just said it all kind of mushed together. Chef Angeli. I think in terms of calling this a deconstructed dish, it doesn't really hold true. You obviously combine the ingredients. You know, when people think lemon, obviously there's a few go-tos. This was a simple, straightforward, expected. Maybe therefore not a creative use of the lemon. That said, the flavor of the lemon was good in the compote as well as in the topping. And in terms of awarding points, this time I'm going to award the winner, Chef Angeli. there was no separation of flavor. There wasn't anything that stood out. I couldn't even taste the lemon or tomato. All right, yeah, judge now. Any lemon?
There was so much lemon if you took a second bite. So yeah, I lost the season finale number 5 of MasterChef Junior, and I'm actually so upset because Chef Bob's main complaint was that he couldn't taste the lemon. But I know for a fact that if he had just taken a second bite, that's where I put most of the filling of the sauce in, but I was rushing when I was plating. And I just know that if he had taken that second bite, he would have gotten the different flavors, and I would have won.
So obviously I did have my set of issues during this competition, but I knew from the start that I was gonna win. As soon as I saw Amira put garlic into her pico de gallo and make it look like a soup, I knew that I had this one in the bag. So I'm not even surprised with the results. Yeah, what can I say? Big back energy.